Hello, this video is designed to help you learn a little bit more about managing the squash and racquetball courts at the CRC using the court reservation system. Let's get started. First, we'll go to the administration page. We're prompted for our username and password. This is to make it more secure. I'll just type in my username and my password. We're now brought to the main administration page. There are a few key things to notice. First, the menu bar up here will give us access to many powerful features. Second, the date selection here will let us choose a date to view. Third, the schedule here will let us see what times are unavailable or available and also view details about specific reservations. Suppose Alice Jones calls in and she wants to make a reservation. Great. We'll just click on an available slot and type in her username, say ajones3, and click OK. Since Alice isn't in our database, we'll have to enter some contact information for her. First, let's enter her phone number, say 123-456-7890. And her email address, ajones3@godtech.edu. Great. Now we can see that Alice has a reservation at 5 p.m. on Court 2. Let's say Alice also wants to make a reservation at 6 p.m. on Court 2. We just type in her username, and unfortunately Alice isn't allowed to make back-to-back reservations. Okay, well, how about 7 p.m.? ajones3, and you can see that because she's already in our database, we don't have to type in Alice's contact information again. Let's make another one for Court 3 at 9 p.m. And just to finish the day off, let's say she wants to play once more at 11 p.m. again on Court 3. Unfortunately, she can't reserve the court because she's not allowed to have more than 3 reservations open at one time. This is to prevent users from abusing this system. Okay, well, let's say Alice didn't really want that 7 p.m. reservation anyway. So we'll go ahead and click on the reservation, and we can see the remove link next to her name. We just click that, and because she's the only person on this reservation, the reservation will be entirely cancelled. Now we can make that 11 p.m. reservation that she really wanted. Great. Now suppose I want to join a reservation. I can just click an existing reservation, like Alice is here, and type in my username, and click Add. Unfortunately, I was unable to join the reservation. This is because Alice isn't looking for anybody else to join the group. When an admin makes a reservation, no additional slots are created. One of the privileges of a user using the guest page to make a reservation is that they can specify up to 3 additional slots for other guests to join and play them. This we call matchmaking. We encourage you to encourage the guests to use the guest page to make reservations because it has more features. Let's close this. Maybe there's something I can find tomorrow. It looks like Alex has a reservation. So we just click on the reservation, and I will type in my username and click Add. There we go. And now I'm on the reservation. Great. Except I just realized I have a test tomorrow and I won't be able to make it. So I will cancel the reservation for myself by clicking Remove. The good thing is that I'm just removing myself, not Alex, and once I do this, I will free up a slot so somebody else can join the reservation again. Great. Let's remove me and close this. Now let's look at another very important feature of the system, as we move back to today. Checking in. We can see here that James has a reservation at 3 p.m. He shows up at my desk and he'd like to check in. We just click the reservation and check him in. We can also see here that Chris is supposed to show up at 3 p.m., but suppose he doesn't. Let's close this and see where Chris belongs. Chris is what we call a problem user. Problem users are those who abuse the system and can create trouble for other guests. This is often the case when they don't check in or they don't show up. If we click on Manage Blacklist, we can see that on the right side we have problem users and on the left side we have our blacklist. We can see that Chris is a problem user, but he's not currently on the blacklist. If we select his name and click the arrow, we can see that he's been moved to the blacklist and is no longer shown as a problem user. Let's say we also would like to add Alice to the blacklist. We just type in her username and click Add. We then realize that Alice did nothing wrong and doesn't belong on the blacklist, so we select her name and we click Remove. She's no longer blacklisted. Great. Everything is as it should be. Okay, let's look at another feature. First, hide the blacklist. Now, suppose that a pipe bursts at the CRC and we have to close down the courts for today. We want to let everybody who has a reservation for today know so they won't show up. There are two ways to do this. First, we can click Show Contact List. This will show the username, phone number, and email address of everybody who either has a reservation for today or is part of a reservation for today. We can see that we have James, Chris, and Alice here today. We can call them or email them to let them not to show up. Great. Let's hide the contact list and let's look at our second option. We can set an alert message that will be displayed on the guest page in bright red letters, so they'll be sure to see it. If we click Set Alert Message and type in our message like pipes burst, courts closed today, then we click Set Message, and there we go. Now, anyone who visits the guest page will see the message and know that the courts are closed. Don't forget to clear the message when the emergency is over, that way people won't be confused. Let's hide that. If we know in advance that we'll be closing the courts, say for a St. Patrick's Day tournament, we can click Manage Court Closures, select the 17th of March, and we can see that now, on Thursday, March 17th, the courts will be closed. So users won't be able to sign up on this day. Well, those are all the features we have for you. Thanks for watching, and enjoy!